to KJ's Kitchen. I am KJ. I am 15 years now a master level fitness trainer, a fitness nutrition specialist, and most important to me, I am a happy mom serving up healthy meals from my kitchen to yours every Wednesday here on Facebook, 12 o'clock Eastern on the Get KJ Fit fan page. You can also check me out on Instagram at Get KJ Fit. So I've been away a couple weeks. You have not seen my live videos. My family and I took a little R&R with my family in Michigan. So something was amazing that I don't have here in Asheville is my mom's overabundant garden. I mean, she's out there every day picking more harvest. And it was so incredible to not only be there to help, but also to come home bearing some of those gifts of abundance. So we have so many cucumbers. I've already done my pickling. A lot of zucchini is like popping out right now, left and right. Cherry tomatoes. And you know, they come, when you collect the harvest, they come in surplus. So what am I gonna do with all these cucumbers? Well, easily you can be pickling. I made dill. I'm so excited. In 7 to 10 days I get to taste those. I just made them 2 nights ago. But sometimes when you're not watching in your garden, you get giant cucumbers or zucchinis or anything you're growing. If you let it go, it will keep growing. So you're not gonna pickle a huge cucumber like this. What are you gonna do with it? Well, my mom's like, I'll throw it over the fence and let the animals eat it. Don't go throwing out your oversized cucumbers. I wanna show you an amazing way of putting these giant pickles to use. Okay, so first, let's talk about this. This can easily, I mean, this would make 1, 2, 3. This could serve 3 people open-faced sandwiches. Instead of using the bread, you use cucumber boat. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to make your boat right now. And I'm gonna show you one of the easiest, super tasty, tastes 3 notches more than what you're used to. A traditional style salad to put in here with a KJ twist. I like to alternate the rind. First and foremost, I learned this trick because my daughter used to be like, I don't want rinds. And then she'd see friends at school who had rinds and she's like, I want rinds. And then you give her the rinds and she's like, I don't want rinds. So I alternate rinds so she gets the best of both worlds. So that's how we do it. These scrappings go to guinea pig scrappings. If you don't have a guinea pig, you know, who else? Hi, sis. You can say hi to the camera. You want to say hi? Joelle's here with me.
I'm just looking for scissors.
Okay. So, you don't have to take off the peel. You can keep them. Sometimes when the cucumber gets bigger, the peel gets thicker and it's harder to eat. So if yours is a super thick cucumber, you might even, you know, take it all off. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do this. This is such a long cucumber. I am cutting it into 3 sections. And there.
That's a big cucumber.
Big cucumber. Now this one is an English style cucumber. It already was long. It just got extra fat. And what usually is a seedless cucumber has a lot of seeds. That's why you don't want to be using oversized cucumbers for your pickling. Now, I want these cucumbers to sit. I don't want what I put in it to fall over. So similar as any other zucchini or something you're gonna be using, I'm gonna go ahead and do a very thin slice, I'll show you, on 2 sides, 2 alternate sides. So I just sliced a little off this side and a little off this side to make it flat. You might be familiar when you're doing squash to do that so your squash doesn't roll away. Then in that same direction, I'm cutting it parallel cut right down the center. That is the big seedy part. You can see how many seeds are in here. If you were to just even eat this, you're just eating a ton of seeds. That's why people don't typically eat oversized cucumbers like this. But we're gonna gut those out to make our boats. So I will just go ahead and do 2 for now to show you. Now this guy's a little curved. I don't suggest cutting off a lot of that curve. You're gonna let the sandwich have a little C shape, like a smiley face. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut off sides that are not the curvy part. Okay, those guinea pigs, I don't know if you heard them squeak just now. They know when I am chopping veggies that they get fed. They hear the knife chopping, they start squeaking. It's so cute. So they're gonna get a little bit of this too. All right, to scoop this out, you could use a spoon. All I've got sitting nearby is this little measuring spoon, but that'll work just like anything else. And you're literally just gonna scoop along and wiggle it. Wiggle the spoon, and it's such an easy cut, just like that, it's already done. Again, just got my little scrap bag out there. I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple to show you, so when I fill it, I got something to stick my filling on. So you'll notice the cucumber seeds can go rather deep. Well, luckily, the cucumber has enough flesh that you can actually gut out all of the cucumber seeds. And you've got plenty left over. Do you see that? Right? Super easy. Wiggle, 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 wiggle with any kind of spoon. I'm just using a measuring spoon because that's what's nearby. Cool. All right. Do a couple of those. And then we're going to get to making this amazing, and I mean like super easy. I think it's like 3 ingredients, maybe 4. 4 including the main ingredient. Okay, here we go. Easy peasy, done and done. I've got my cucumber boats. Now I'm doing this and showing you what could be a snack. So this pickle would serve 3 people. Now if you are looking to have a meal out of this, you're going to want to just increase how many of the boats you actually eat, right? So this would be a very small meal, AKA snack, lunch, light lunch. You want to add something else if you need. We're going to be doing a chicken salad, but with my little special additive. It does not taste traditional at all. I really recommend you checking the labels on your canned chicken. This one is premium chunk chicken breast, no antibiotics ever. That was a great value. That's Walmart brand. Look at the label. Even Aldi's, I am noticing when I grab the chicken, I see that there's modified food starch. There's a bunch of different ingredients in that can that are not chicken. So look at the ingredients. This one is chicken breast, water, and salt. Cool. No modified food starch, no preservative weirdness. The salt, I guess, is the preservative. And there's no slimy goodness around there. That's like kind of icky. You're like, what's all that slimy stuff? Instead, you drain the water, there's no slime left behind. So do go for a premium. This one costs $2.50 for a can that is 12.5 ounces. So I think when you're talking buying meats or poultry at the store, that is a rather reasonable price for chicken. Okay, and it's cooked for you. Makes life a lot easier. And look how chunky it actually is. There's like big old pieces in here. It's not, all pressed out like tuna. But once I start stirring, it will break down easily. So as always, when I'm going to be doing vegetables, a pinch of salt into the salad, and I have a little pinch across the cucumber. I think vegetables brighten up when you put salt on them. I'm using pink Himalayan sea salt. That's what my family goes for. Now, when you're making your chicken salad, if you do not love mayo, I have a mayo alternative that is actually one of my recipes. You can go ahead in the comments below and ask me for it. I'll make sure you get it. That is using Greek yogurt if you are anti-mayo. I don't mind mayo. And we're actually going to be using one very rounded tablespoon. It's almost gone. I could barely get in there. I should have been using a long spoon. I'm making a good old mess on my hands. That wasn't rounded enough, so I added another little halfie in there, making a good mess. Good thing I got a towel nearby. I'm gonna wipe these hands off. I mean, I don't know if you can see all this mayo all over me, but no licking mayo off my hands. That is not the way I enjoy mayo on its own. I like it mixed into things. Okay, those are 2 ingredients. Salt, mayo. Easy enough. This might be someone's perfect chicken salad. Well, I'm going to encourage you to try adding in dried tarragon. I don't know if you're familiar with the herb. It is super fragrant. When you smell it, it's almost like perfume. It has a very fennel smell. I would even need to know, is this related to fennel? Because it is amazing. Oh, I could just smell it all day. Anyway, very strong, very perfumey. The way cardamom is perfumey when you think of like a perfumey herb. I'm actually gonna have to do some research and see where tarragon comes from or how it's related to fennel, because when I smell this, I smell an anise or fennel all day. I'm gonna do a rounded teaspoon into here. Now guys, usually when I make this, I don't even use measuring spoons. I use like the soup spoon you eat with and do a heaping one of those with the mayo. And I use like a small spoon that you would eat with and just round out that too. So there's, today I'm a little more precise because I'm actually showing you a recipe instead of just throwing it together. That's it. Is that it? Is that the easiest thing ever? So I'm just gonna smash now the tarragon and mayo into the chicken, and the chicken falls apart rather easily. I'll show you once I give it a couple stirs. I showed you the big chunks. I don't know if you've ever used canned chicken or you're a fan or not. I'll show you again how quickly and easily this shredded. So we've even, in a pinch when we're like don't have much time, I've even used this premium canned chicken in things like chicken tacos or chicken enchiladas when I'm like, oh, I don't have time. I don't have the extra 30, 45 minutes to cook the chicken. I've reached for a can and added the spices and gone from there. So it really works for easy. It works for fast lunch, or if you absolutely are in a bind and you need cooked chicken fast. Cooked chicken fast. Here we go. Show you these shreds. Super shred, right? Super easy. So you could do shredded chicken if you really want, and you just put that in your crock pot or your Instapot. Just gonna give this a little taste. I'm telling you, that tarragon is beautiful. So being that this is like, this bowl could feed 4 people, I'm just gonna use about half of it when I'm filling this cucumber boat. Is that what you call it, a cucumber boat? Looks like a boat to me. So as I had mentioned, this is more of a snack. If you're one to have like a 200 calorie snack, 150 to 200 is usually what I recommend the people I work with, clients I work with, when they're wanting to know about their caloric intake or their macros. 150 to 200 calorie snack is primo uno awesome. Now what I do, of course, just to make it look pretty, I take a little tarragon and sprinkle it on top, and because I think it tastes amazing. That makes it look pretty. And to top it off, I have my mom's cherry tomatoes from her garden. Where'd my knife go? That I recommend just cutting in half. Yeah. And about 3 halves per boat. Makes a nice, surprise every few bites. And that is it. Was that so easy? So easy. I'm gonna show these to you. So you got oversized cucumbers. You don't wanna throw them out. You don't wanna eat all the seeds. They're too thick in the skin. You could make cucumber boats so easy. You could fill it with tuna if you're a tuna fan. This tarragon chicken salad was 3 ingredients added to your chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a bite. Take the small end.
Mommy,
Uh-huh.
look who I got.
Oh, so good. So I'm gonna take a bite of this and give you my opinion and hear the crunch and fresh, completely guilt-free, delicious way of eating a vegetable and getting some good protein. Let me clear my mouth.
Mom, look who I got. They can turn their heads.
Okay, sis. Thank you. I will come right back and see those.
I'll show you.
That is beautiful and simple. It's not too much mayo. I only use a rounded tablespoon for the entire can. And I know that usually a serving of mayo could be 2 tablespoons for an individual person. So you would go ahead and vary your mayo if you like it runnier or creamier. And you might also change the salt. To me, it's salty enough, but everyone has a different interest. So when you're making your chicken salad, do know that the heightened, the more potent all of the ingredients, the better. because the cucumber flavor and the wateriness of the cucumber and the very neutral flavor of the cucumber will pull away from the sharpness. So in tasting it here, it is different than tasting it with the cucumber boat, okay? Does that make sense? So hopefully this was really fun, easy, and I hope you try this recipe out for your harvest, or if you are part of a CSA like us, we know what we'll be doing with our oversized cucumbers. Next week I'll be doing a zucchini recipe because I know sometimes people are like, what am I gonna do with all this zucchini? There's only so much zucchini bread and grilled zucchini you can do in 1 week, right? So if you loved this, please share it to your wall. Tag a friend who might benefit from this. And if you're not on my email list, I'm gonna be placing a link below. Go ahead and just fill that out. All that is to you is one original mindful recipe in your inbox once a week from me. Thank you so much. So happy you joined me today. I will see you next week with more of this garden harvest series that I'm going to be doing throughout the month. Have an amazing, beautiful, blessed Wellness Wednesday. I'll see you next time.